Hockey has never lacked great players. From the get-go, the sport has been brimming with incredible talent from all over the world, many of whom have competed against one another to have the honor of being known as the franchise's best player. So, we at Vagabond Hockey would like to look at the 32 current franchises in the NHL and see who's the best player for each of them. Known as the Finnish Flash, Selanne holds the Ducks' record for most career goals in a single season, most career assists, second most points, and most points in a single season. This alone should make him the greatest player to wear the Ducks uniform. Selanne also has 8 other team records and led the Ducks to a Stanley Cup championship in 2007. If you spend your entire career playing for a single team, there's a good chance you're going to be considered the best to ever do it for them, especially when it's 21 seasons. Doan made good use of those 21 seasons, serving as a captain from 2003 to 2017 while setting the Coyotes' record for most career goals, games played, career game-winning goals, career power play goals, and career shots on goal. Although Orr only played 12 seasons, 10 of them were for the Bruins, where he established himself as one of the greatest players of all time. He's the only defenseman to win the league scoring title and holds the record for most points and assists in a single season by a defenseman. He would win 8 straight Norris trophies and 3 straight Hart trophies, while leading the Bruins to a Stanley Cup win in 1970 and 1972. The Dominator goes down in the history books as one of the greatest goalies of all time. As a Buffalo Sabres member, he won 6 Vezina trophies and 2 Hart Memorial trophies. He also holds 25 franchise records, some of them being most games played, most wins, most shutouts, and lowest goals against average. On top of that, he has the Sabres record for most shutouts in a single season, and lowest goals against average in a single season. Iggy played 16 seasons with the Flame, captaining 9 of them. During this time, he earned a Lester B. Pearson Award and led the NHL in goals and points in the 2001-02 season. He also helped the Flames reach the Stanley Cup final since 1989. He would end his career with the Flames, leading them all-time in goals, points, and games played, while coming second in assists. Stahl earned the prestigious honor of being part of the Triple Gold Club as he won the Stanley Cup with the Hurricanes in 2006, World Championships in 2007, and the Winter Olympics in 2010. As a member of the Hurricanes, he holds their franchise record for most hat tricks in a single season, most career postseason points, and most consecutive games played. Hull was so good in his time that the other team needed to assign 2 players to shadow him the entire game. Still, he won the Hart Memorial Trophy twice, the Art Ross Trophy 3 times, and led the Blackhawks to a Stanley Cup championship in 1961. He'd become the first NHL player to score 50 goals in a season and even set the highest single goal season of the original 6 era. Regarded as one of the greatest team leaders in league history, Sakic got the captaincy in 1992 and would remain the Avalanche captain for 16 straight seasons. This included leading the team to 2 Stanley Cup wins, first in 1996 and second in 2001. Sakic pretty much has every franchise record for Colorado, including most goals, assists, points, and games played, just to name a few. Right away, Nash proved the Blue Jackets correct when they picked him first overall in the 2002 draft, as he won the Calder Trophy in his rookie year. He would also win the Maurice Richard Trophy and make the All-Star team 5 times. Upon retirement, he held the Blue Jackets franchise record for goals, points, and games played. Modano is another first overall pick as the North Stars selected him in 1988. After the franchise moved to Texas, he led them to a Stanley Cup win in 1999. Along with the trophy, Modano also holds the record for games played, most goals scored in both regular season and playoffs, assists in both regular season and playoffs, and finally points in both regular season and playoffs. There were lots of good choices in the storied history of the Red Wings, but we ultimately picked Lidstrom because he played his entire 20-season career in Detroit, winning 4 Stanley Cups. Lidstrom also leads the organization in points and assists in a single season by a defenseman, most postseason assists being played, the best regular season plus-minus, along with many other records. Known as the Great One, there isn't enough time to tell all of Gretzky's accomplishments as a member of the Oilers. To keep it short, by the time he was done playing for Edmonton, he had 49 NHL records. This included the youngest player to score 50 goals, breaking the 200-point mark barrier and breaking his own assist record 3 times. He also led the Oilers to 4 Stanley Cup championships in 5 years. Mellanby was a fan favorite in Florida after making his way there because of the 1993 NHL expansion draft. What really won him the heart of the Florida faithful was killing a rat with a hockey stick in the dressing room, which created a rat trick craze among the fans. Besides that, he scored the Panthers' first ever goal in franchise history and was their first All-Star. He also holds the record for most assists in a game and most power play goals in a game for the team. Dion was a force of nature in his prime. He was good enough to tie Gretzky for points while beating him for the Art Ross Trophy. He also won the Lester B. Pearson Award and the Lady Byng Trophy. He was the only third man to score 700 goals, and when he retired, he was second in assists, goals, and points. Dion would go down as one of the best players to never win the Stanley Cup, but won the hearts of all LA fans. Gaborik was the Wild's first draft pick and scored Minnesota's first regular season goal. In his 8 years with the team, Gaborik became their all-time leading goal scorer and led the team to their first ever Stanley Cup playoffs appearance. Richards played his entire 18-season career with the Canadiens, where he became the first player in history to score 50 goals in one season and first to reach 500 goals. Richard was part of 8 Stanley Cup championships, which included 5 straight between 1956 and 1960, a record that is yet to be broken. Regarded as one of the best goalies in his prime, Rene won the Vezina Trophy once, while being a finalist for it on 4 other occasions. He also led Nashville to their first ever Stanley Cup Finals appearance in 2017. Currently, he is the franchise leader in wins and shutouts. Out of his 22 NHL seasons, Brodeur played 21 of them in a Devils jersey. He would lead New Jersey to a staggering 17 postseason appearances while winning the Stanley Cup 3 times and the Eastern Conference Championships 5 times. He also won the Vezina Trophy 4 times while making the All-Star team 10 times. Upon retirement, he held the Devils' record for wins, shutouts, and games played. Having spent his entire NHL playing time with the Islanders, he would come to hold their franchise record for regular season goals, playoff goals, and single-season record for playoff goals. His incredible goal-scoring ability also helped the Islanders win 4 Stanley Cup championships, while he nabbed the Calder Memorial Trophy, Conn Smythe Trophy, and the Lady Byng Trophy. Leach was an absolute force for the Rangers. He won the Norris Trophy 2 times and led the Rangers to a Stanley Cup championship in 1994, for which he was named the winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy. He also holds the Rangers' regular season record for assists, most goals, and points by a defenseman, and the playoff record for most assists, points, and goals by a defenseman. Alfredsson is easily one of the most decorated players to play for the Senators. He played nearly all of his 18 NHL seasons with the Senators, which isn't surprising as he holds the franchise record for goals, assists, points, and games played. Another lifelonger, Clark played his entire 15-year career with the Flyers. After being named captain, he led the team to Stanley Cup wins in 1974 and 75. He would win the Hart Trophy 3 times, and after retirement became the Flyers GM. He also holds the Flyers' all-time record for games played, assists, points, and plus-minus, while having the playoff record for games played, assists, and points. Super Mario is the Pittsburgh Penguins. He led the team to Stanley Cup wins in 1991 and 1992, and as an owner, he won 3 more cups with the Penguins, making him the only player to have his name on the Stanley Cup as a player and owner. Lemieux holds the Penguins' record for goals scored, assists, points, longest goal-scoring streak, longest point streak, goals, assists, and points in a season, most goals, assists, and points in a single game. So it's safe to see why Lemieux has been the face of this franchise for decades. In his first year with the team, Thornton won both the Art Ross and Hart Memorial Trophy. Eventually, he would be named the Sharks' captain, as he spent 14 seasons there. This included the San Jose Sharks' only run to the Stanley Cup Finals in 2016. Seattle Kraken's is a storied franchise of 1 year, so this is a bit of a fun pick, and we went with Vince Dunn for this list. Dunn scored the first goal in Kraken's history in their home arena and ended his first season with 28 assists and 35 points. But of course, we wish the Krakens the best of luck, and hopefully they can find someone to carry their young franchise in the future. Little did the Blues know that when they traded for Hull, they'd get an all-time great. He owns a record for the second highest three-season total in NHL history and would become the fifth player in NHL history to score 50 goals in 50 games. As a member of the Blues, he won the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy, Hart Memorial Trophy, and the Lester B. Pearson Award. St. Louis spent 14 years with the Lightning, where he participated in numerous All-Star games, while winning the Art Ross Trophy, the Lester B. Pearson Award, and the Hart Memorial Trophy. But most importantly, St. Louis led Tampa Bay to a Stanley Cup win in 2004, the first in the franchise's history. Sundin acted as the Leafs captain for 11 seasons, the longest for a non-North American-born captain. So it's no wonder he owns several franchise records for Toronto, including franchise leader in goals and points. He also represented Toronto in several All-Star games and was the first Swedish player to reach 1,000 points. Sundin played 17 seasons in the NHL, all of them for the Canucks. He'd be named the team captain in 2010, and through his playing time, he tallied 240 goals and 830 assists for 1,070 points in 1,330 NHL games. This makes him Canucks' all-time leader in points, assists, and consecutive games played. He also led the team to a Stanley Cup Finals. Another young franchise, but Marchessault played a key role in helping the Golden Knights make the Stanley Cup Finals in their inaugural season, so we'd have to give him the nod, especially when he had 75 points in the regular season and 21 points in the playoffs, and he proved that season wasn't a fluke by leading the Golden Knights back to the playoffs next year. Ovechkin is considered one of the greatest players of all time. He's won the Calder Memorial, Art Ross, Maurice Richard, and Hart Memorial trophies. He holds 16 franchise records for the Capitals and led the team to their first ever Stanley Cup championship win in 2018. And for his efforts, Ovechkin also took home the Conn Smythe Trophy. Picked first overall by the Jets, Howard won the Calder Memorial Trophy and was an integral part turning the franchise around. In fact, the Jets had the single biggest season turnaround in NHL history. They improved by 48 points thanks to Howard. He would also be the youngest NHL player in history to reach 100 points. What do you guys think? Did we miss anyone? Is there someone else you would have picked to represent your franchise? Let us know down below. We'd love to hear from you.